Hi Sagittarius. So I'm going to get straight into your reading, and if there's anything that you feel that you need to know, you can find it in my descriptions box and in my pinned comment. Cross watchers, feel free to switch the roles around, okay, because it is a general reading, it's interchangeable, all that good stuff. Right, Sagittarius Collective, please, for March. Sneaky little devil there, the way that came out. Finding. Interesting. Sagittarius. So the main thing that comes out with this card is seek and you shall find. Is interesting. So could it be that for a while you felt a bit lost? Almost as if you were kind of drifting aimlessly, unsure of what was going to happen next, unsure of what was expected of you, unsure of any kind of goals that you had in mind, feeling as if certain things that you wanted just kind of slipped through your fingers. This is a nice energy because it's like you're pulling yourself back in, like you're reeling your thoughts back in, you're finding yourself again. I do apologise if that very loud annoying car came across in the microphone. I don't know why. The street that I live on, the young lads around here, they've got a thing about doing things to their cars where their cars sound really, really loud. It is quite funny. I feel bad for them because obviously they're starved for some kind of attention. So they think, ooh, loud car, that'll get me attention, right? Yeah. Anyway, back to your reading, Sagittarius. This can also pertain to an unexpected gift, all right? Finding something that you once lost as well. If you lost something that was precious to you, you could find it unexpectedly, like a family heirloom piece of jewellery or something like that. You will find it very unexpectedly, and when you do, you'll be like, woohoo, I found it, yay. You know, it's a really nice energy because you can see the look on her face there. Look how happy and warm and content she is. It's like, yeah, I did it. But it feels more serendipitous than something that you actually do to achieve that. So if this is about your train of thought, if this is about your mind, you might have felt like, as I said at the start, like you were drifting a bit aimlessly. You're going to stumble, and there is an element of stumbling in this card. You're going to stumble upon something that is going to pull you back into your centre. You're going to realise that actually you have found your true path, you know. The things that played out in your past will start to make more sense. It's nice. It's a really, it's an energy of like contentment, belonging as well. Right, so I am going to start pulling your tarot, and we're going to see how this corresponds to your person in love, if at all. And we're going to ask some very specific questions about your person, Sag. So the first thing I'm asking, didn't even get a chance, is how do they see you? And you've got the Ten of Cups, that's Pisces energy. And the Ten of Coins, wow, Virgo energy. The two apex cards out together, side by side. Sagittarius, are you kidding me? Really? Really? The two apex cards? Someone's seeing you as their happy ending. They're seeing that you're everything that they could ever have wanted in a person, in a partner, however this situation's playing out for you. You're a good thing. You're a really, really good influence in their lives. You give them hope as well. You give them a sense of belonging. You make them feel loved. It's like, without putting too much of a finer point on it, you for real make someone happy here. How do they see Sag, please? They're also seeing as well that you've got your stuff together, that you're sorted, you know what's what. You've laid out quite a good life for yourself. And the Fool, nice. Uranus energy. So it could be Aquarius energy. That's a brand new beginning. So you've given someone hope, Sagittarius. You've given this individual a new outlook on life. You're a very, very good example, basically. What's in their heart space, please, towards Sag? Okay. Five of Wands in reverse. Nice. So that's Leo energy. And with it being in reverse, it pertains to they're no longer fighting their feelings. That's what's just come through. Wow. That's beautiful. So they were fighting against the way that they felt towards you for quite a while then, Sag. In denial. That they were living in denial. And now they're no longer fighting against that. Eight of Swords, Gemini energy. I'm not surprised to see that, because that's overthinking the situation. Nine of Coins, Virgo, Temperance. That's your major arcana, Sagittarius. And King of Cups, Scorpion energy. Wow. Sagittarius, listen, there is no question whatsoever about the love that this individual feels towards you. Fair enough, yes, they were obviously fighting against it for the longest time. That feels more like an internal issue that they had with themselves, though, rather than an issue that they had specifically with you. It feels a lot like projection. They were quite insecure about something when it comes down to love, and they projected that junk onto you. So what they were saying was nothing about you but everything about themselves. That's why they were fighting against this. Nine of Coins and Temperance. So they've done a lot of work on themselves here, Sagittarius. They've grown. They've grown spiritually and emotionally. They're very much standing on their own 2 feet. They're trying to lead by your example. So it's certainly someone who looks up to you, absolutely. Listen, you're constantly on this person's mind. You're constantly in their thoughts. And the fact that they're Nine of Coins because of Temperance, I mean, for real, that speaks for itself. They're trying to be as independent as you, basically. They're trying not to be so fearful about what might lie around the corner for them. They're trying to really take life by the horns here and really go for it, you know, the same way that you do. There's something here about validation as well, Sagittarius. You have helped this person to validate who they are and the experiences that they've been through. You've been a good listener as well for some of you. That's coming through. You've been a good listener for this person. You've had their back. You've really supported them, and they absolutely I want to say that they cherish the ground that you walk on, basically, because you've helped them to validate who they are. And then King of Cups, the love here is not what's being called into question, let's put it that way. It's what they're going to do with it that's another question entirely, because, you know, that's quite a common theme, is like someone realizes that they're in love with someone, but then it's like they don't really know what to do with it. It's like they've spent this long understanding that the way that they feel towards you is genuine love, but it's the next steps that they need to take, that they should take towards their intended. That's where things start getting a bit hazy and a bit messy. So while they've been very confused about what to do with this, I am seeing that their intentions towards you here is honourable, Sagittarius. It is honourable. It's a really, really nice vibe. Okay, what actions are they going to take, please, towards Sag? Interesting. So I don't know how clear you would have seen that on camera. I'm hoping that I'm hoping it came across quite clear. Your cards felt a bit stuck there for a second, and it's like the way that they flipped, it wasn't normal. So this is a type of connection that is, it's placed you both firmly outside of your comfort zones. There's something about this connection that goes against the grain a bit. We've got the Knight of Swords, it's Gemini, and Judgment, which is Pluto. So it could be Scorpion, but it doesn't have to be. This combination here is telling me that Sagittarius, this individual, that they've realised who you are. That they've realised the extent of how much you mean to them. And they're coming in quick. They're coming in really, really quick, right? You're going to have to make the final judgment call with this particular situation, depending on exactly what it is that this individual's done to you in the first place, okay? So I always say, whenever you're watching tarot, whether it's with me or with someone else, you always have to use your own discernment, okay? Because nobody knows your story better than you do. So you'll know as to whether or not this connection is a healthy one or if it's a particularly unhealthy one. What I can tell you with certainty is, in that moment of them charging towards you, talking to you, laying everything out on the table in front of you, in that exact moment, their heart is in the right place and their intent is true. Okay, that's what I can tell you. So you will have to use your own discernment and your very best judgment when this comes in. This is someone who is looking for a rebirth of a situation. They would certainly like a second chance. Page of Cups, boom, there's your apology. Page of Cups, water energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. There's an apology here. Also, with the Page of Cups, it pertains to good news when it comes to love, romance, and children. Okay, so this action towards you is very, very good. It's good intent, it's honourable intent, it's loving intent. So that's the one thing that you can be clear about. The blockage, the world, so that's fixed energy. It's also Saturn energy. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius and Capricorn. There could be a physical distance here between you two, right? There could be a different way of thinking. There could be two different traditions colliding that's causing a distance between you. So it's like traditionally what's acceptable for you might not necessarily be traditionally acceptable for them. It all depends on, like, you know, how you were raised, or you know, anything like that, anything that's played out in your past, any kind of restrictions that's been imposed on either of you through your families, your religious beliefs, anything like that. Different laws in different countries as well, that can also be a restriction. But there's something here pertaining to a foreign concept with the World card. Right? Different individuals have got very different ways of doing things, and there could be a mismatch between these. Well, it's under there, the Eight of Cups, Pisces energy. So that particular combination would tell me that the blockage is someone has not ended something yet in another situation. That could get a bit messy, because obviously you've got the Fool and you've got the World. Both of these cards pertain to new beginnings, and then you've got Judgment, which it can potentially be a new beginning, with it being a rebirth, right? That a rebirth is a new beginning. So there's 3 cards here that indicate new beginnings. So there's something that wants to come to light, wants to start again, wants to fix things. I'm feeling fixer. But that's not going to be possible if the old ways of doing things that caused the issue in the first place have not been addressed. Okay, you can't change your world while the thing that broke the world in the first place remains the same. It all has to change at the same time. And that's why we've got 3 new beginnings here. There are 3 major elements that are needing changed, shaken up, and done in a different way. 3 elements. And that's interesting. Once those 3 things have been acknowledged, sorted and worked through, then you'll find that this new beginning, it's going to be a lot easier. Okay, but there's 3 major roadblocks here that I can see. Give us some clarity, please, for Sagittarius. Okay, rocking it. Being yourself, confident, loud and proud, hitting the right note, harmonious, constant and showing off. Frigid, chilly, cold personality, cold-hearted, getting iced out, not happy, situation needs time to thaw. And on guard, competing for someone, add an empath, guarded, needing space, takes time, and skilled interaction. Sagittarius, why am I getting a strong impression here that you're dealing with someone who is your complete opposite? The complete opposites. So there does need to be time that's given to this particular situation. You certainly do need more time with each other, learning more about each other. There's something about learning a new language. Now that could be literal or it could be metaphorical. There's learning a new language is coming through. Has something become lost in translation here between you and this individual? Or could it be the fact that they came across as cold, uninterested, distant, when internally they couldn't have felt more different towards you? So it's like that they were showing you one mask of being disinterested, but underneath that they were actually harbouring the King of Cups. So much love towards you. Skilled interaction. This is going to take very skilled interaction. Make sure that when you're talking to this individual, that nothing can be taken out of context. They might have a habit of reading too much into something as well. So Sag. Flirt. Extend your light-hearted energies to others. Flirt. Oh! Someone's... Sag. I think their flirting tactic was basically playing hard to get. For some of you. What's under there? Let your friends help you. Right. They have received really, really bad advice from one of their friends. Really bad advice. This is someone who was told by their friends, you need to play hard to get. You need to play this quite distant. If you act disinterested, then they're going to be more intrigued by you. Yay. That might work for some, but it doesn't work for a Sagittarius, because Sagittarius likes it just straight up, honest. You know, Sagittarius, you don't like playing games. And when it comes down to games like that, it's like, you know, you're usually really, really quick to get the hint. And if someone's pretending like they're not interested, then the way that you react to that is like, oh, okay then. And then you go off someplace else. You're like, okay, they weren't interested in me, but I'll just try someplace else then. It's no biggie. Yeah, they've shot themselves in the foot here, because it's quite likely that you two are soulmates. And it turns out that they might have pushed you away. They might have pushed their soulmate away. That's not good. That's not good. That would explain that apology then. Rushing back in, realising their mistake, asking you specifically for a second chance and giving you this apology. That would explain it. They played the wrong game with the Sagittarius. Because you don't play like that. You really, really don't. Ooh, ooh. Man, things just got hot and steamy. Air. Breathing deep, entering into life, exchange of life-bringing energies. Okay, listen. Exchange of life-bringing energies, I'm going to leave that one to your imagination. Right, you can see what they're doing, you know what they're up to. You don't really need me to explain it to you, okay? Yes, things are getting hot and steamy here. See, that's the love language that Sagittarius speaks. Because there's no mistake in that. It's the Sag, please. Oh, okay. Don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. Yeah, Sag, your person wasn't being true to themselves. Therefore, they were not being true to you. They were showing you one thing while hiding their true intent towards you. There you go. Said it was getting hot and steamy. Sexual union. Honour the place in one another where you're one eternal soul, for there you'll find true bliss. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's the Sag, please. Balance, spirituality and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. Time to find the inner balance between responsibilities and your dreams. You're in a super romantic but not super realistic state. Follow your intuition. This card could herald the end of a dream, and the person that you're inquiring about is a soulmate. So what this one tells me, Sagittarius, once again, the person that you're dealing with, they were not being realistic, right? For some strange reason or other, they thought that you were going to play along with this little hard to get game of theirs, and it backfired. They were not being realistic. Now they find themselves in a situation where they have to head down, walk up to you slowly and go, I'm sorry, I was making out like I wasn't interested when really, you know, I was kind of wanting you to chase me, but you didn't play that way. I'm really sorry. Can you chase me, please? You know, can you just humour me for a little bit, please? Yeah, this is interesting. It's an interesting individual that you're dealing with here, Sagittarius. That's all I'm going to say to that one. Oh, that was fast. Right, so you got motion, air. Okay. So I always say you get 3 messages that come with these cards. Your first message comes from the creator of the deck. Your second and most important message comes from your own intuition while you're looking at the card. And then your third message comes from your reader and their intuition. Be flexible yet grounded. Allow yourself free thought. Move and choose. Find your freedom. Use your voice resourcefully. Stand up for what it is that you believe in and be mindful of the way that you communicate. And the element that rules this card is, of course, air. So this, I'm actually getting with this one, Sagittarius. When this individual comes to you with this, I think it's going to take you off your feet quite a bit, right? I don't think that you're expecting this, and you're certainly not expecting it from this individual here. So whoever you suspect this could be, Sag, think about the least, think about the person that you would least expect it coming from, and that's who this is. This is going to knock you sideways, basically, in a good way, in a really, really good way. I guess it is kind of romantic in a way. I think it all just depends on your perspective. But literally, you didn't play into that hard to get game that they had on the go, and they were like, oh shit, Sagittarius isn't chasing after me. Well, I'm gonna have to go after Sag then. What's for Sag, please? What? Okay. Right, so your focus, limiting beliefs and flamingo. Right, subconscious beliefs impede progress. Check in with self, shadow work, and rewire with subliminals. And enjoying friends, balancing chaos, dealing with your emotions, mastering your energy and vibration. You know, I'm feeling that this is very much mutual for both you and your person, Sagittarius. Their subconscious beliefs were impeding on their progress, not to mention the fact that they were taking really bad advice as well. They've had to check in with themselves. But here's the rub, Sag. You know, when they come back in, you're going to have to check in with yourself and ensure that this particular connection is going to be healthy for you. Okay, because you get to make the final decision here with this situation. So you need to make sure that you're in a really, really good place in order to do that. And make sure that things are kept in balance as well. And it kind of goes without saying that they shouldn't play games like that with you ever again, because it doesn't serve anybody's highest good. It really doesn't. You know, especially when you're dealing with a Sagittarius, it's like, listen, you've got to give it to the Sagittarius straight, or they're going to lose interest. They're not going to. Sag, you tend not to hang around. You know, as soon as you recognise that games are being played, it's like, pew, you're gone, you're out of there. They're going to try, though. They're absolutely going to try and resolve things with you, fix things with you. They've certainly got you on the brain, that's for certain. Oh, I forgot to give a warning. This deck is very, very similar to the Rebel deck. So if you don't like when it gets all sweary and abrupt, you might want to clock out now, because this is, it depends on what card comes out. Not all of them are like that, but some of them, they really can be a bit oof, you know. So Sag, please. Thank you. 0 fox given. That is such a bad pun. And you're cute as hell. I agree. That's literally your attitude at those silly, silly little games that were being played. You gave 0 fox. You know that you're cute as hell. You picked up your stuff, you went elsewhere, and then all of a sudden you're like, Sag, I'm sorry, come back. I love you really. Yeah. Ooh, okay. So that's what I have for you, Sag. Very best of luck with this. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, then the link to do so is in the descriptions box and it's in the pinned comments below. Thank you so, so much for watching. Have a lovely week and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hi guys, so I just wanted to do this extra segment at the end of the videos to explain my table theme throughout the month of March. So my table theme is dedicated to a really beautiful, kind soul. She's called Karen. I'm not going to give her full name, obviously, because I would like to protect her full identity. But she's called Karen and she's from the Maliseet tribe, which means the people of the beautiful river. And she sent me this, I hope I can pronounce it correctly. She sent me this Willamaskill, which is sweet grass, and it's grown in her territory, and it's actually one of their 4 sacred medicines, so it's really, really special. She taught me how to use it properly and how to look after it, and she also sent this beautiful dream catcher as well, and that was actually handmade by a Mi'kmaq elder, and I keep this on my wall close to me at all times. And she also sent me this beautiful handmade card as well. I am completely and utterly grateful for her kindness and her generosity. It's absolutely incredible, and that's why I wanted to dedicate this month's theme purely to Karen and to her tribe and to her people, to her culture. It's honestly to have these items that are so utterly special is just so incredible. I'm so grateful. I'm so, so proud as well. So thank you so much, Karen. Wally one.